Carlos. We're in the Z. We're going to Connecticut to look at a car for Carlos. I don't know if he wants to say what it is or not, but hopefully it's worth the drive. It seems like it is. The guy's really cool, I guess, and the car looks clean in pictures and the build and all that stuff. So I think we're what, like an hour away-ish?
Yeah, we're an hour away. I'll give you a little spoil. It is 2013 MazdaSpeed 3 with a handful of tasteful mods, along with a stage 1 built motor from
SpeedPerformance
in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So besides that, I don't really know. I know all the parts, but I don't know them off the top of my head. But I'm a little nervous. I already talked to Tim about it, but kind of like with the emissions and stuff like that, just because it is catless and there are some heavy modifications due to the big turbo and the stage 1 aftermarket. Okay, look at all this water.
There's nothing worse than when somebody in front of you turns their windshield wipers on and sprays the fluid on the highway and it gets all over your car.
But yeah, I'm a little nervous with the inspection stuff, but I brought my code reader. He has an access port, so we are definitely gonna look at everything and examine it. And it's gonna be a kind of, not a project car, but more of a daily, because you guys know about the Z hopefully going into a big operation soon for the LS. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. We won't be recording too much, but we'll definitely show you a walk around of the car, and then we'll kind of go over the mods and stuff when we get back.
Rocking the Palm Beach Dyno shirt. Oh, Rockside, dumbass. You already know. Full tunnel set. And go. Carlos, tell him the news.
We're buying it. I put the deposit down, and you know, now we just gotta wait for paperwork to go through and whatnot. But the car is very nice. We didn't record anything, only respect out of him, and also just taking in all of his information. I didn't want to be sideways with like a camera.
Yeah, when you're looking at a car like that, you don't want to be like, hold on, I gotta record this. You want to focus on what you're doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
you're spending a decent chunk of change, so it's not like you're. Well, the important thing is looking at the car.
Yeah, but you guys will see it once we get it. Hopefully we'll have it in a couple of days. We'll continue the video through. But yeah, the thing is fast. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous just because it is going to be a faster car than something I'm used to, but I'm very, very excited. It hasn't hit me yet, that's for sure.
Definitely has the right mods, and the kid didn't cheap out. Yeah, he didn't cheap out on anything. It has good parts, and the kid knew what he's talking about. We all know the guy that will sell a car, and he's like, oh, he starts spewing misinformation, and you're like, yeah, this guy doesn't really know, and you're like, ah, it's a little shady. But he was genuine. You could tell he
knew a lot, and he also has like so many like different parts. He's like, this is good for this, or if you don't want it like this, you can have it like that. Like, he knew the car like the back of his hand, which is something that just is very important for me, so that I know that it's coming from someone that actually cares. The guy was very OCD about the car, which is something that for me is very important, because I know that it came from someone that actually cares and is not just trying to be on the car.
And usually, like, someone like, oh, I take care of it, but I was just kind of sitting back and watching. You could tell that he actually like was OCD about the car, and he's like almost stressed that he has to like get rid of it.
Yeah.
So we'll real quick.
Whoop. Little GTR action.
Bright orange with a big wang.
But yeah, we'll keep this video going until I actually get the car, but just wanted to keep you guys updated. So yeah, I'm psyched.
Yeah, we'll probably roll this video into him getting it, and then we can obviously probably make a video of him going through the whole thing.
Yep.
And do a couple pulls, because it definitely pulls hard.
Oh, it pulls.
It's gonna make some people mad that we know that already have speeds, and it's gonna be faster than their speeds. So just a little flex. But alright. You already know we're going back, so we gotta do the return tunnel pull.
Classic.
Because this is the only tunnel around us pretty much besides going to Boston.
What's up, guys? This is going to be a continuation from wherever it was that I left off before, but as you guys can see, I'm in the Speed 3. For respect of the previous owner, I didn't record anything with him or anything like that, but the car is in my hands. It's been about a month since I picked up the camera, so the video will continue on from where we made the video when we went to go check out the car. But yeah, this is it right here. It's wicked dirty right now on the outside, but I'll get out and I'll show you around real quick, give you the rundown. But it's a 2013 MazdaSpeed 3, like I said previously. And yeah, let me get outside and show you what's going on. Okay guys, so here she is. Obviously, you guys never saw it when I first bought it, but wheels and tires I already put on. And besides that, the only other modification that I've personally done, which I wouldn't count it a mod, is a little custom carpet, a little mat work. Shout out to my grandmother for the awesome sewing. But yeah, here she is. She's wicked dirty. We went to a car show yesterday and then it started raining on the way back, so it's covered in coal. But I can give you a little bit of a rundown real quick. It's Stage 1 built motor from SpeedPerformance in New Jersey. Has a BNR Stage 4 turbo kit, and basically it's fully upgraded for what it has for stock fuel, obviously. So like I said, BNR Stage 4, everything full bolt on, Cobb and Demand, and also JBR. It's pretty much all three of those companies. The only other thing is CPE for the manifold, and also for the motor mounts are also CPE right there. You can see it. So like I said, the parts on the car overall, besides the turbo kit, is BNR for the turbo, CPE for the manifold and the motor mounts, Cobb for the front mount and the blow off and the exhaust, and then JBR intake and demand intake piping, intercooler piping. And besides that, that's about it. I just picked these up literally maybe 2 weeks ago. So I'm running NKRPF 1s in the front. So it's a square setup. It's 8.5 all the way around. In the front, I'm running a 235 tire, and in the back also no staggered tire setup or anything like that. So it's actually the wheel is an 8.5, and it's a 40 offset. I'm pretty sure I went with a plus 40. And then obviously the car came from Connecticut, so the tints are wicked dark. Besides that, let me open the trunk. He has a little sub in here that he let me keep. You guys can see it right there. And then the exhaust, like I said, is Cobb. And I think that's about it. I picked up the camera at the perfect time because tomorrow, so today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't know when this will be up, but tomorrow's Tuesday and tomorrow's Dyno day. I'm going to Freektune and I'm going to be getting it dynoed but also retuned, because the car right now is tuned by Nissan and Nissan is gone. I don't know what happened to him, but we can't get a hold of him. No one can. He kind of just disappeared, which is fine. Whatever. I don't know. But I'm not going to buy a car and then not have it at least under a tuner that I can contact. Another good thing is, because we're getting the tune tomorrow, I did just do a compression test. All four are perfect. So that was good news. My buddy scared me. He tried to play a little joke on me. He thought he was funny. But yeah, he lied and they are all good. So besides that, that's about it. And for the tune tomorrow, I actually have a little surprise. We're actually also going to be going to a nearby town in my location and picking up a 5-gallon drum of, you guessed it, E85. So we're going to be doing an E30 mix. Obviously, we can't do straight E in this car, but I'm hoping to pick up like a 40 or 50 horsepower difference with the E. The previous owner said he never got it dynoed, but he obviously got it street tuned. He thinks, along with the previous tuner, that the car makes right now around 370 to 380. To be honest, I'm not really sure. It's fast. It is external wastegate, so it's rowdy. But yeah, it's honestly a very fun car. And this is the new car for the channel. The Z is still in the garage. I did not get rid of that. But yeah, this is going to be kind of my daily, because as you guys know, the Z is supposed to be getting LS swapped hopefully this year, if not next year for sure. And yeah, in the meantime, we're going to be ripping this thing around. But I'm going to end the video here. I just wanted to show you guys. So it's been about a month now since I bought the car. The only thing that I've done is the wheels and tires, and obviously the floor mats if you want to count that. And yeah, and tomorrow's dyno day, and I'll be making another video for the dyno, and we can see what it makes. Good morning, guys. It is the big day. I got everything strapped in. This catches me out, so I tighten this down. Got my little safety bag. I'm gonna go over this real quick. So basically, I put everything, this is actually a detailing bag, but I put everything that I feel like I would ever need if something happens minor, maybe even major. But I got razors and a little screwdriver kit, a wrench for pretty much anything, a flathead, a Phillips, a ratchet extension with a 10 mil on it, and then my lug nut. For my lug nuts, I have the socket, and then I have the socket for the lug nuts, zip ties, and a couple little things to cut with, and some clamps just in case if something happens to another one that's on the car. And that's about it. I recommend, if you have a car that's built, or just a car that's, you know, modified that you're a little worried about, or it just sketches you out driving long distance without anything, pack yourself a little bag. I call it my safety bag. I always carry it with me whenever we go anywhere. But yeah, we're gonna be heading out now. I'll catch you when we get to Freektune. Okay guys, it might be hard to hear me, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one run to see what the car is currently making on the tune that's on there by Nissan, and then we're gonna be tuning it again with him, Freektune, on 93, and then we're gonna make an E30 mix and run E30 and see what it makes on that, and then we're gonna have two tunes, gonna be a 93 tune and an E30 tune. So the first run was on Nissan's tune, just to get a base, 336 horse and 368 torque. So 340 to 370. So he just did a base map. So that was the first one, 336. The second one's 288. That was his base map. All he basically did was change the wastegate pressure, the spring pressure, and now he's gonna up it from there. But it sounded way more aggressive on that pole than it did on Nissan's. So you guys just saw it. So we're making 330 now, so it's still 6 under the original tune, but it's way more aggressive. When you guys watch the clips, you'll see what I'm saying, but way more aggressive. So we're up to 340. This is still 93. And every pull, we're getting a little bit more horse, but not only that, but we're getting more boost and more aggressiveness. So before I was getting about 20.7, like that's like maxed out. And now we're getting 22 pounds. So we've gained about 1.5 pounds of boost. So we'll see what happens on the next pull. So I got the number right here for you. So I have it on my phone. It was 336 horse was the original, and now we're putting down 352. And then for torque, the original was 368, and now we're putting down 391. So about a 20 horsepower gain and about almost a 30 torque jump. And he was telling me that the boost was low, so it was running, like I said, 20.7. Now it's peaking at like 23. And I guess he was running like 3 to 4 degrees more on the ignition timing than he is now. He's like way too high, so he adjusted that. The car sounds way better. The pull is way cleaner. I'll show you guys the paper after, but very happy with it. So now we're going to be doing the E30 mix and run it again. So 352 on 93, and now we'll see what the E30 mix. I just got a wicked cool paper from Justin from Freak, and I'm going to explain it a little bit. So basically, it's pretty much a breakdown of the E. So in my area, the E is almost always good, 80 to 90. So he says not to worry about really measuring it out. But if the light is on, so if you're almost empty, 3 gallons of E, 9 gallons of 3 gallons of E, 9 gallons of 93, and that will equal to 12 gallons. And then if you're at half a tank, you're going to be 2 gallons of E, 6 gallons of 93. And then for 3/4, so if you're almost full, you're going to do 1 gallon and 3 gallons. So that's perfect. And if you're empty, it's 4 gallons. So here it goes. First run on E. So the first run, which is basically a base map of E, we did E25 obviously, and we gained 11 horse and we didn't gain any torque yet. So we're at 363 now for horsepower. So no horsepower gain, but big torque jump. The first pull we had technical difficulty with the dyno. The dyno didn't record it or save it for whatever reason. So we did it again on E. So the second pull, same horsepower, still 363, but we gained 11 pounds of torque, or 11 torque. So now we're at 402 for torque. that cold. Oh yeah. There's a big jump. So we just gained about 20 horsepower and about 10 torque. So we're at 411 torque and 385 horse. So the previous pull was 363. So we gained 22 horsepower right there. And the pull was aggressive. The previous one on the base map of the E25, it was, it would pull, but it was kind of all over the place on the graph. And this one was just, it just one, he said it in the car. It just felt like it wanted to keep going. So it definitely, definitely getting there. So we're basically done. It's all set. I have the numbers right here. So we came in here at 336 horse and 368 torque on 93. For 93, we are leaving on 352 and 391. So we got about a 20 horsepower gain and about a 30 torque gain, or like 26 torque gain. And then on 93, I mean on E85, which is E25 with the mix, we are leaving with 386 and 411. So for 93, it's 363. For E, it's 386. And then for torque, it was 391. And then on E, it's 411. So we got about a 20 difference between, for horsepower and torque between 93 and E. So I'm happy with that. Overall, we have a 50 gain overall from everything. So, you know, I've been driving the car on 93, it was 336, and now on E, topped the car out at 386. So that's a 50 horsepower gain. And then for torque, we gained about 50 as well. So a 50-50 on gains. So I'm happy with that, and I'll show you guys the graphs. What's the torque on? 421. So we were able to gain another 10 horsepower, another 10 torque. So I know I just told you guys the whole spiel, but we ended up actually gaining another 10 horse and another 10 torque. So we're at 394.8, so 395, and then 421. So 395 horse and 421 torque's the final numbers. So based on what we came in at 336. We're leaving with 395. So that's a 60 horsepower gain based on the E numbers. And then we came in at 350 torque, or 360 torque, we're leaving with 420. So that's another 60, so 60-60. So I just told you guys it was pretty much 50-50, 60-60, all said and done. I'll show you guys the chart in 1 minute. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do a little second gear roll on. I've been playing with the car a little bit, the car feels really good. I'll just do one for you guys. Here, but just to recap, the car made 352 horse and 392, and that's for 93. But right now we're on E25, which is a 75% 93 and 25% E85, and we're making 394 and 421 torque. So the difference between horsepower and torque for the 93 to the E is 40 horsepower and 30 torque gains compared to E to 93. So for the little extra money that I spent, I would definitely recommend doing something like that if you guys are in the ballpark of a built motor and a BNR upgraded turbo or any other type of upgraded turbo. But yeah, fun day, great gains, I'm happy with it. Like, so basically at the end of the day, the Speed's making 395 horse and 420 torque. So yeah, peace, catch you in the next one.